Creation through personality. Right from the start, each person's self is common plain humanity, which different seeming persons share through changing times and changing minds in different personalities. Whatever sights a person sees, whatever may appear to mind, in all of our experiences, the self is always present there. Thus, nothing ever is perceived without the presence of the self, and nothing anyone perceives can ever be apart from self. First and foremost, every person starts by thinking, "This is I," and so each person is called I. When asked for one's identity, what first response comes out at once, spontaneously from deep within? One first identifies oneself as I, and only then come other names by which one is identified. This, which comes first before all things, burns up all misery and wrong. Anything that tries to push in front of plain humanity burns up, for one who knows just this. But people seem to have known fear. A lonely person feels afraid. When such a person, all alone, observes, "Of what am I afraid? If there is nothing else but I," then with this thought, fear vanishes. Without a second thing to fear, what is there to be frightened of? And people also seem to feel unhappiness. A lonely person suffers want of warmth and joy. By longing for companionship, life in this world has taken shape as male and female intertwined. The self has thus been made to seem divided, fallen into two, as male and female have been formed, each one an uncompleted half. Each one then suffers emptiness, which must be filled by someone else. So male and female join in one, and from this match we all are born. The knowing self in each of us is underlying consciousness, from which appearances arise in everyone's experience. Since everything comes out of it, it's that which seems to have become, this many-seeming universe, it's all creation in itself. To know it is to stand as self, which one has truly always been, at all creation's timeless source. The world we see is only this, which is itself unmanifest. Only by name and form has this seemed to be manifest as world. The world seems manifested when some seeming name is used for this, some seeming form is seen in this. This is the common principle which permeates the universe into each corner of the world. Just as a blade fits in its sheath, or as the energy which forms the universe lies there within all matter that is formed by it. This universal principle cannot be known through force or power of life's intentions, nor through speech, nor sight, nor hearing, nor through mind. These are merely names of functions, each of which is incomplete. Looking through such partial functions, all that's seen is incomplete. Such means can never quite know truth. Reflecting on the self alone, all partial functions merge in one. In all the world that we perceive, this self is what we need to reach, for everything is known by this. True honor, glory, grace, success arise unasked for one who knows all things as signs of only this. Beyond all else, it is the self that's near and dear, more than all wealth, more than all friends and family. When anything besides this self is thought an object of desire, then desire turns to torment, even desire for God himself. In any object of desire, self is all we wish to find. Where self is truly seen in love, their love is found to be complete, for what is loved can never end. By knowledge of the Absolute, a person hopes to be complete. This Absolute we thus invoke. What does it know, as it creates from its own self the world we see? The Absolute is only this, which first and foremost knows itself. It knows, I am the Absolute, and on this base appear from it the many things we seem to see. Whoever realizes this and knows I am the Absolute becomes complete in everything. The gods themselves cannot undo one who has found identity with that which is their very self. But if one heeds an alien god who seems apart from one's own self, truth can't be known, for then one is a beast of burden to the gods. As beasts of burden have their masters, so do people have their gods. It is not liked when any beast is taken from its master's fold, nor is it liked when someone finds this truth, that in each one of us the self is absolute and free. It is the Absolute that seems to have evolved through course of time as knowledge, power, enterprise and service in society. We dream of gods to seek out worlds or sublimated energy, and in our waking life we seek out knowledge of our universe. For energy and learning are both forms in which the Absolute has been expressed in what we see. Blindness to our own existence robs our lives of all reward. Every one of our achievements must in time dissolve away. But if one only sees the self, absolute, in all existent, life's reward can never die. Everything that is desired is produced from this same self. The world of beings is this self. It is the mythic world of gods created by religious rite. It is the fancied world of thought created by an author's words. It is the world tradition makes, respecting past experience and also seeking something new. It is the world we humans make from need for home and sustenance. It is the world of animals where grass and water must be found. It is the earth on which subsists beasts, birds and other forms of life in bodies that are homes of this. One should wish well on one's own world. At heart, all beings do wish well, seen in that light which knows just this. Whatever anyone has known, whatever anyone has sought to know, is nothing else but this. In truth, there is one single self with nothing else at all besides. And yet it seems that people seek out company of other selves, that people feel desire for birth and property and gainful work. Such limited desire can't grow to be more than limited, not even if one wants them to. A lonely person wants to find companionship, wants a new life, wants things and looks for work to do. And where such wishes aren't fulfilled, a person does not feel complete. How can a person be complete? Through consciousness that's known as self, through speech that's married to the self, through purpose as its progeny, through property that, known by sight, is known as nothing else but sight, through worth that, known by sense, is known only as sensibility, through work that shows true purity of self on which all life depends. In all the multiplicity of actions, persons, creatures, things throughout this many seeming world, the self is one and one alone. All is reached by knowing this.